All right, so getting into the first accessory that we have up on deck for the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and we got to start off with the Whitestone Dome tempered glass screen protector, because you already know when it comes to me, I don't trust any of these companies. When you talk about Gorilla Glass 18, ceramic shield, look, I don't trust any of that, man. We have to protect our glass no matter what they say. And if you definitely have a curved screen device, then Whitestone Dome is definitely the way to go. All right, so right now you don't see anything on my table because I'm gonna take this a step at a time. I don't want to bombard you and overwhelm you with everything that's in the packaging. We're going to take it one step at a time, and hopefully for somebody out there who has an S22 Ultra, hopefully this installation video will help you get through that install, because I know it can be a little bit intimidating. All right, so first things first, before we even get started, man, make sure you power off your Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. All right, that's the first thing you definitely want to do. Go ahead and power it off. You don't want it coming on or getting some notifications and kind of you can't see what's going on, so make sure you power it down. All right, second thing we're going to do is, in the packaging you are going to have some adhesive strips just like this. All right, now what these strips do is you want to put these on each 4 sides of the phone. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the first one right here, and let's see. And it's a bunch of these make a lot of mess when you're installing it. All right, so first thing what you want to do is just kind of start off with the top, and you want to lay it over the top so you don't get any mess up in that little microphone hole. So you want to cover the top up with that one. All right, second one, let's go ahead and grab over here, and this one you want to go ahead and do the same thing on the bottom side. All right, so we're gonna go here by the S Pen. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to kind of be roughly covering it. Just make sure it's not really overlapping on the screen or anything like that. So you want to go ahead and cover the bottom side up there. Grab one more. And then you want to go hit the sides. All right, take your time on the sides. Don't go up too far, but let's just take your time on the sides and kind of come right by that power button so you can get all the buttons that you have, and just kind of go down and just kind of cover them up just a little bit. Not too much to where you're going to actually cut the phone on, but just cover them up just that little bit right there so it is protected on that end. And we got one more. Grab this right here. And I'm probably gonna have to vacuum after this because I'm legit throwing these little plastic things all over the place. We're gonna basically do the same thing for the opposite side. Even though there really isn't much on that side, you wanna do the same thing. So just start off right on the edge, cover it up, and then pull these off. And we're gonna cover it up just a tad right there, all right? Cool, so all your sides are covered up. You got your top covered up, you got your side right here covered up, bottom covered up, and you have your buttons over here covered up as well. All right, next thing up, let's go ahead and grab our frame. This is gonna be where you're gonna put the phone in and the glue and everything all together. All right, the first thing you wanna do is put these and insert these right here into the side. All right, so you wanna insert these in here and make sure that's in there. It seems like it's a little longer than what it is, so let's see. All right, boom, straighten it out. Put one little glue absorption pad there, and then the second one, you want to come over here and do the same thing for the second glue absorption pad. And this basically is going to hold some of that glue in, because once you get going, it's going to leak out, and this is going to actually protect it from spilling and making a mess and getting all over your device. All right, so next up, we're going to go ahead and grab the Pixel 6 Pro. We're gonna grab the S22 Ultra, and you're gonna put it in from the bottom of the actual jig and push it up in so it snaps all in and everything is good. So push it down in here, make sure you're good to go. Everything seems good, everything does seem fine. All right, next thing up, let's go ahead and remove this right here, and we're gonna set this to the side because we will be coming to that very shortly. But the next thing we wanna do is go ahead and wipe off your screen. That is one of the most important parts, is making sure everything is clean before you do this install. All right, so go through it, grab the little wipe, and just wipe your screen off. All right, get close to the edges, just wipe your screen off. Make sure you have everything, every dust, every piece of grease on your fingers. Just go ahead through, wipe it. Make sure you are good to go. Now these kind of auto dry. You don't really have to go back through it and dry it yourself. These kind of do a good job with drying off, so you don't really have to do anything necessary to, dry it off real good. So it kind of does its thing. Now, next thing you want to do is go ahead and grab a dust sticker. We're just going to make sure we get all little dust particles. If you see any, make sure you just go through it and make sure you kind of get them. Now, my screen is still kind of drying. Matter of fact, let's help the drying up a little bit. I know I said we didn't have to get it wiped, but let's go ahead and grab one of these and let's just wipe it off. Make sure that screen is completely dry. All right, so that's cool there. Now, you want to make sure you go through and grab any little dust particle that you can see. All right, so you just want to go through, make sure there's no dust particles anywhere, and just press it. And you definitely should be good to go when you are talking about that. All right, so cool. Everything seems good. That everything seems fine there. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab this little piece right here. All right, this little piece, you're going to want to pull this off. All right, and this is going to go right over your top speaker right here. So you're going to want to put that there, and then you're going to want to adhere this, and I'm gonna use this just so it's kind of narrow and I'm not getting my fingerprint oils back on there. You kind of want to do this right here for this little top speaker. All right, you kind of want to just make that little, adhere that right there, and you're definitely good to go right there. Next thing up, you want to take this little piece. All right, this little piece just basically snaps in right into this area, and you'll see exactly where it goes. And it kind of snaps in like a little Lego piece. All right, so it just snaps in pretty hard right there. Next thing up, let's go ahead and grab your bridge. Your bridge is going to go right here. Okay, put your bridge on. Next thing, go ahead and grab your glue. All right, now let's go ahead and get to the serious part. Go ahead and grab your glue. Make sure you unscrew the color part. All right, leave the black part on right now. So what you want to do is unscrew the color, flip it up, and basically you want to just screw it in, kind of press it in so it's actually in the little thingamajig right here. I'm about to switch this camera so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Once you have it there, what you're going to want to do is going to go ahead and unscrew this, and when you unscrew that, it's going to release the glue on the actual screen itself. All right, so here is the actual glue, and you want to wait a few seconds. You want to make sure that all the glue is out of the actual tube before you proceed to do anything else. So, and this also was a good test to see if you got your desk level, because this glue will start moving around. So just give it a little bit of time, give it a few seconds. If you want to, you can give it a few taps. I already had one drop come out. We waiting on this last one. Boom. All right, so we want to take this up. Be careful, because that is glue up there, but everything cleans up fairly well. You don't really got to worry about it making too much of a mess. Next thing, let's go ahead and grab the screen protector itself. All right, and first we're going to go ahead and put this in right here. We're going to put that in right there. That's basically what's going to hold that screen protector in before we drop it down. Now, peel the back off of this. So let's go ahead and peel this. All right, now you might have to move this very carefully to make sure you got everything lined up. But we want to just set it down from the back end, and we're going to set it there. So make sure you come on that bottom side. Make sure everything is lined in. So you want to make sure it's lined up to the bottom. Everything should be fairly good. Let me get it over here back to the middle. And then next, we want to grab the weight, which is going to be this little handle. We're going to put this right there. All right. Now, simultaneously, that big word right there to mess you up, man. Let me make sure I did all the steps. Let me look over all my tools, make sure I got everything. We definitely should be good. So now what you want to do is you want to tilt this. This right here is a little tilt, all right? So you want to press it down here at the bottom, tilt, and you want to let this glue get right to the center stage right there. So let's tilt it a little bit. And once this glue starts to make its way down, it may not be super center, but let's just, you may be hard to see on camera, but once it get close to that middle, which it is now, you're going to pull it out and let it do its thing and just let it adhere. And it's basically going through. The glue is going to go ahead and get into all the areas. And basically now we're going to wait for a little while and let this just do its thing. Make sure it adheres all the way up to the top and make sure it goes all the way down to the bottom. May take a little bit of time. So this stage, you got to kind of be patient. If you want to, you can kind of rock it a little bit to let gravity handle things to kind of get the glue moving. But just let it sit here, do its thing. When it's fully done, we'll cut back to the video and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so we're back. Everything looked like it's adhered perfectly well. So what you want to do is take this off here. All right, so go ahead and take that weight off. And now let's go ahead and get your UV light. So make sure you plug this into a USB-C outlet, not USB-C. I want them to make a USB-C, so it's still the old school micro USB. So make sure you go ahead and plug that in. And basically what we want to do is we're going to do 15 seconds per section. All right, so let me put it over here because the cord isn't that long from where I have it plugged into. So we're just basically going to do 15 seconds per area right here. All right, so now you did it 15 seconds down, and now what we're gonna do is go ahead and let's start taking some stuff out. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and remove this Lego piece, which that's not letting me get it out. So let's go ahead and see if we can press this phone out from the back. All right, boom. So there it is. Let that come out there. And what we're gonna do now is go ahead and clean up all of the pieces that you had on. All right, so let's go ahead and take off the plastic pieces that we did. That's basically trash at this point. And then let's get all these off. All right, there we go right there. Let's go ahead from the bottom. Let's peel this off. All right, there we go. Everything looks good. Everything looks clean. Looked like a lot of glue didn't really spill, so that's good. But if it did, we are about to go through the little cleanup session here for the next one. All right, so let's go ahead and take it out. Let's remove it so everything looks perfectly fine. Now let's go ahead and grab another wipe. All right, so let's go grab another wipe and let's go ahead and make a cleanup job now. This is what I call doing cleanup. All right, so you want to hit that top, you want to hit that side to make sure no glue is kind of spilled out. Hit the bottom, hit the sides here. Everything looks very clean. If it is not clean, you got time to kind of go over it. This is just doing the first little initial cleanup on the actual phone itself with the screen protector on. All right, so rubbing that down, kind of cleaning that off. Go ahead and grab one of the wipes here, the little microfibers. Go ahead and give it a quick dry. All right, give it a quick dry. And then that's going to be all cleaned up, and everything, if you can see right here, is perfectly installed. Look at that little area right there where the camera is. No bubbles, no anything. Absolutely perfect installation, but we are not done yet. We're going to do one final cure, and it's basically going to be 60 seconds on each section. As you can see, they have different levels. So if you tap it once, it's 15 seconds. You tap it twice, it's going to be 60 seconds. So let's just double tap it, and we can go ahead and speed it up, 60 seconds on each side. All right, and that is it. The screen protector is installed. Everything is absolutely perfect. Me just checking my angles and everything. Yeah, everything is good. Here it is, man. Whitestone Dome tempered glass screen protector. Now, I know this is a lengthy process, but trust me, it is worth it when it comes to these screen protectors because they do it best in the game when it comes to a curved display. Now, when you are done, make sure you power it on, turn that increased sensitivity setting on, and also re-register your fingerprints, and you'll be good to go. So hope that helped everybody out there who may be wanting to install this. Hopefully the detailed walkthrough step-by-step helped you out to get you a perfect installation on your Whitestone Dome. But yo, Teddy T, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Make sure you hit that sub button, but also make sure you turn that bell on so you don't miss out on any accessory videos that we got coming up for the S22 Ultra. But until next time, everyone, please be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.